What's up, YouTube's AOS85 here, bringing you guys a trap card discussion for Dark World Dueling. Without further ado, let's go straight into it. First of all, we have our 2 copies of Fiendish Chain. The monsters in this deck have varying different levels of attack, and for the most part, especially with the Field Spell card, Gate of the Dark World, we can get over a lot of few things attack-wise. There are some monster effects that can give us trouble, and which is why, and the lucky thing is, it's not a group of monsters, it's 1 or 2 monsters. You know, the Bryonax, the Caiuses, the Stardust, sometimes even, not sometimes, a lot of times Sheens and the Master Hyperions. Fiendish Chain is a great way to deal with those cards. Sheen is a bit harder because you have to bait his negation effect to something else, essentially possibly losing a card, which is okay. But Fiendish Chain is a great way to get over monsters and things that can potentially ruin your day. It's another way to basically halt your opponent's monster's effects outside of Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning works in the same way, well, works for me in my decks in a similar fashion by preventing the monster from hitting the field completely. Fiendish Chain stops the monster's effect from working while it's face up on the field. So it works against many monsters, stops Stratus from searches, prevents Sheen from negating, prevents Master Hyperion from destroying, and on top of that, the monsters can't even attack. So this card is most beneficial for me using a monster level 7 or higher because it's very hard to synchro summon a monster that's that level. Most of the time, if you're trying to use Fiendish Chain on a level 4 or lower monster, your opponent will just use it for a synchro summon if they can. But Fiendish Chain works greatest against those higher level monsters who aren't so easy to synchro summon with. Mirror Force is our staple. It's massive monster removal. Some people don't like it as much, but I didn't want to run Dimensional Prison too much because, I don't know. I like the card, but I prefer, I opted to run Fiendish Chain over it. I don't know why. I guess Fiendish Chain is chainable. More chainable, I guess, I was say, than Dimensional Prison, which will only be used during the battle step, but Mirror Force is decent. I think it's still a great card. People are here and there on the board, on the fence about how effective it is, but I still give it a play. Return from the Different Dimension. This card is amazing in this deck. With all your moving from play stuff, this is one card that can essentially give you game when you shouldn't have it. And with the fact that Bottomless Trap Hole is seeing a return in play slightly, Kai is still alive and well, and there's so many other ways your opponent can remove stuff from play. Can banish lots of your monsters. It gives you an incredible chance to come back for the win. And in one of your deck's many win conditions. After mid-game, you top deck this card. Outside of the Solemn Warnings they could use, which could potentially hurt, since you still have to pay the life point cost, this card could still go to work. I would say that it is dangerous, kind of, because we exist in a format where 7 tools is not impossible to see 7 tools of the bandit scene running 2s in people's decks. Solemn Warnings are always running 2s, and Solemn Judgments, all which can stop these cards. Solemn Judgment being the highest cost to stop the card, but all the other things, paying half your life points, paying half of your opponent's life points, while you only pay 2,000 life points to negate a potential OTK, can be a pretty huge game-changing event. So use it with caution. I still love it though. And of course, the Solemn Judgments, the go-to of counter trap cards. It's these cards which I use as trap cards in my deck, and with these cards are some of the main things I like to try and get to as soon as possible with the high draw power of the Dark World deck. So that was a quickie video. Quickie. I love that song. Anyway, that was a quickie video from your boy AOS85. Thank you as usual for watching. Keep on writing, subscribing. Comments down here. Peace out, YouTube.